A lot of people waste their 20s, and we look and we sit on the couch and we wait for things to happen. No, nothing's coming to you. Nothing is going to happen for you. And no one's coming to save you. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. No one's coming to save you. But you can save yourself simply by changing your mindset, changing who you are, and starting to actually take action.
I'm looking for somebody I can call. Looking for the only one I can get my own. Tell me that it's true.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm so excited to see you. Today we are going to be talking about 7 things I've learned in my 20s. And I'm still in my 20s, but I would say so far in my 20s, I've actually learned a lot of lessons, a lot of self-development tips and tricks. So I wanted to share that with you today. This video is going to be so important to somebody that really just wants to learn and develop in their life. If you wake up in the morning feeling like you aren't doing enough in your life, time is going by, you don't feel confident in yourself, you go on Instagram and you see all of these girls living their dream lives and you feel like you're missing out. You ask yourself, well, if they can have it, why can't I? What did this person do to earn them this high-paying job? What did this person do to get the house at the age of 25 that they always wanted? Let me tell you exactly what they did. They prayed, they were consistent, they were disciplined, and they went for it. Opening the door is always the hardest step. Taking the first step is always the hardest, but guess what? It's the one that will get you further. So number 1, I prayed. And I say this in all of my past videos. The first seed that you must plant is praying. And I don't want to make this a religious video, but I do want to let you know that something that you have to do is talk to a higher source. Meditation is a good way to start because you are manifesting. You are opening up your mind and heart to something. For me, it was prayer. I was at rock bottom when I did this. This was a point in my life where I didn't feel confident in myself. And I didn't believe in myself. I didn't even think I can run a mile. I didn't think I can walk on a treadmill. I never imagined myself walking into the gym. I never imagined myself being able to finish school. None of these things were in my mind. My life looked like this. I would wake up in the morning. I would brush my teeth, wash my face, right? I would make my bed. And then I would lay back in bed. I would turn the TV on. And I would just eat junk food all day. And I was wondering, why do I feel so low? Why do I feel worthless, like I am not doing what I'm supposed to do? I was just so sad and depressed. And I don't even want to get too deep into it, but I prayed. And then I started to just ask God, what can I do? Who do I have to be the person that I envision myself being? Because it all starts in your mind. You already know who you want to be. You already know what you want your body to look like. You already know what kind of job or career you would love to have, but sometimes we allow fear to keep us from doing the things we actually want to do. That was number 1 for me, was prayer. I started to align myself with a higher being, a higher source, and asked for guidance and asked for, okay, can you give me clarity in this area of my life? Can you tell me what it is, what habits that I have that I unconsciously know that I am doing, and help me transition and transform my inner self, and then that will translate on how I can transform my outer self. So that was number 1, prayer. Very important. Number 2, you must learn a skill. Now, I don't want you to feel any pressure, but you have to learn something. Find something that you are really good at and start to master that skill. I'm a sim girly. I love playing Sims. So think about it like this, right? When you create your sim, they have to go through life learning these skills. They get a career and they have to practice the skill so that when they go to work, they can get promoted. There's so many things about you that you have not discovered. I'm still discovering what my skill sets are. 20s is about trial and error, I would say. These years are all about learning and about trying new things. So try to pick up a skill or a hobby and get really good at it. And you never know, maybe later on in life, it might benefit you in some way. I know a lot of people who paint and who are very great at it, and now those people are able to sell their art pieces. It started with them practicing and mastering a skill. And you might even find something you become extremely passionate about. And that ties into my next tip, confidence. Confidence is so key. I had no clue how much confidence can completely make or break you. Let me start off with an example, right? You have one girl who goes into a job interview, and you have another girl that goes to a job interview, right? One girl is telling herself in her head, I am going to nail this interview. I'm going to get this job. This job is mine. I can already see myself sitting in that seat right there. This is me. I'm going to be the best interview that they've had today. I have the other girl. I don't think I'm gonna get this job. This place seems too high level for me. I'm comfortable where I'm at. I'm not good at interviews. You have one girl telling herself that, and the other girl who is telling herself how confident and how she's going to demand for this job. And you have the other girl who is doubting herself the whole time in her head. Who do you think is gonna get that job? Confidence ties into every aspect in your life. So when you're confident that you're going to get something, you will get it. I'm confident that I'm going to stand in front of this camera right now and I'm going to help somebody. It's easy for me to tell you, oh, just be confident. But nobody talks about how to become confident. And this has been a trial and error for me as well in my 20s, okay? There have been times where I have not been confident at all. There has been times where my self-esteem has been on the ground. I don't let myself stay there. So what I do to become more confident is I start to do things that make me happy. I make myself promises and then I keep them. For example, I started to map out my day. So the day before I would plan for my day, which I am doing right now. So I set my alarm to 6 a.m. And you don't have to do this, but this is just the version of myself I see myself being as someone who wakes up early, goes to the gym, comes home, makes himself a nice breakfast, takes a shower, gets dressed, gets ready, films YouTube, and enjoys the rest of their day. You actually follow through and do that, and your confidence builds. It's like a little puzzle piece is being added. It's a cheat code. It really is a cheat code when you really focus on making promises to yourself and keeping them. Also, another thing that builds confidence is trying to look your best. I know that it's superficial to say dressing up, taking care of yourself, pampering yourself, getting your hair done, getting your nails done. And I know that sometimes it's not as easy to be able to treat yourself. People have kids, people have lives, I get it. Make yourself one promise a day and keep it. And soon you will start to build confidence in yourself. Also, it's how you speak to yourself in your head. So let's say you're about to walk into a room. A lot of people look at their phones and they look down and they're like trying to avoid being seen, right? But if you are confident, you put your phone in your pocket and you walk in the room and you start to say affirmations to yourself in your head. You walk in and you say, I am so magnetic. I feel so beautiful. I am comfortable in my body. It's going to be very uncomfortable, right? Because we're so glued to our phones these days. We know like how to look down and just do that as a comfort mechanism. But how you speak to yourself really, really is going to exude your confidence. You will always want to make sure that you're saying affirmations to yourself in your head. Even throughout your day, just say it in your head. I am so good at what I do. I'm so good at how I am presenting myself. I feel good, I'm beautiful, I am comfortable. And start to say those things to yourself when you're in situations where you don't feel comfortable, beautiful, or confident. And soon you will start to become that. Be serious about your future. No time to waste, okay? Be serious about your future. We kind of get triggered when people say, be serious about your future, da-da-da. In your 20s, it is really, really prominent to be serious about your future. If you don't know what you want to do, that is okay. Sometimes I don't even know what I want to do. but I am trying to figure that out. I need you to really, really be serious. Be serious about your finances. Be serious about your investments. Be serious about your goals and your dreams, okay? Write everything down. Everything you want to do, all the goals you have, write it down and go through it and try to check off each goal every year. You can wish and hope and all of that, but what happens now is important. Use this time in your 20s, use your youth to start building so that in your 30s and 40s, you can enjoy all of the wonderful things you've built in your 20s. It's really grind time. A lot of people think it's time to party and have fun. And yes, you can have fun, but also be very serious about your future. Have a balanced life. One night you might hang out with friends, go get drinks, fine, that's fine. But the next day, it's time to go to the gym. It's time to work hard. It's time to look at investing. It's time to read. It's time to look at podcasts. Start to use things to develop your mind, your body, and your spirit, and use your 20s to build that foundation. This one is very, very important. I cannot stress this enough. Who you hang around with is who you will become. Who you hang around with is who you will become. Let me tell you, I have seen so many people fall victim to this. A lot of people start to hang out with people who don't have goals, who don't have aspirations. They end up being like those people. I don't know if there's like this saying, or it was a picture that I actually seen that completely changed my mindset. It was a healthy fruit next to a molded fruit. And the healthy fruit was this close to the molded fruit. I hope this makes sense. And the healthy fruit started to mold, and it started to look like the already molded fruit. So that just shows how your friendships, who you are around, who you are dating, all of those people, they put their own ideas, destructive mindsets, they place that onto you. And you start to become self-destructive, and you start to become someone who doesn't have goals or aspirations. But if you surround yourself with people who you want to be like, people who are ahead of you in life, then those people are going to motivate you, and you will start to incorporate their habits into your life. You hang out with people who go to the gym at 5 a.m., and then you start going to the gym with them at 5 a.m. You start to hang around people who are prominent in their life and who have set an intention on their life, and you start to set intentions in your life. Who you surround yourself with is who you become. Surround yourself with healthy, happy, balanced people, mentally stable people, people who have healthy relationships with their families and friends, and then you start to be that person as well. And you always want to set yourself up for success. Set yourself up with people who are successful, people who have the dream car that you want, people that have the dream home that you want. Think to yourself, how did this person get where they are? And how can I learn from this person? Take every opportunity to learn from somebody. I think 20s is such a weird age because you don't really know who you are, but you're still trying to learn who you are. A lot of people waste their 20s, and we look and we sit on the couch and we wait for things to happen. No, nothing's coming to you. Nothing is going to happen for you, and no one's coming to save you. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. No one's coming to save you. But you can save yourself simply by changing your mindset, changing who you are, and starting to actually take action. Action is so important. And I used to get triggered when I heard the word action. Like, it would trigger me, seriously. Action is what is going to initiate change. It takes practice. Everything is practice in your 20s, right? Your mindset is practice. Your habits are practice. You're going to make mistakes, but show yourself grace. Know how to recognize when you're not in the best place. For example, I know I am not aligned when I stop working out, when I sit on the couch all day and I just eat food. I know that I'm not aligned when I don't feel good in my body. You're not gonna get anywhere by not doing anything. So if you really want to see yourself doing something, if you've had a reoccurring thought that you really want to start your business, start your YouTube, start your styling videos, all of these things that you see yourself doing, start taking action. And I've mentioned this already in this video, plan out your days. I have tried this and it has been life-changing. Like, honestly, that is a huge cheat code in life, is actually planning out your days the day before. So before you go to sleep at night, you go on your notes app and you say, okay, I'm gonna start my day off with the gym, and then I'm going to do whatever errands you have to run. I'm gonna put gas in my car, then I'm gonna do this, then I'm going to read a book for 30 minutes. All of these things are going to make you have a productive day, so that you don't fall into the habit of just sitting in your room all day and waking up whenever you want to wake up and scrolling on your phone on TikTok and intaking all of this these toxic videos and not actually developing or growing yourself. It's a huge cheat code that will help you, and I think that it's very, very important to have a set schedule in your life. And that is something that I've actually been trying to practice, and today was actually my first day doing that, and I feel the quality of my life has already changed. Like, I already feel happier. I feel like I resonate with this version of myself rather than the person that doesn't do much with their day. And you have the same 24 hours as Beyonce. That's all I'm saying. What you gonna do with all that time? You just gonna sit? You just gonna sit and rot? So happy that you watched this video. Thank you so much. I hope that I taught you something in this video. I hope that you took something out of this video, and it was an honor to have you here with me. I'm so happy and proud of you for getting as far as you've come. Don't forget to meet yourself where you are now and start to love the person that is in front of you right now. Thank you so much for watching my video. I am Tiana. Go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and let me know how you feel and what are some things that you do that help you develop and grow as a person. Bye-bye, everybody. Peace.